Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this three-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but first we'll take a look at the Topps Player Spotlight. Darren James is our subject, and what a dominant performance he put together in his last start. He had opposing batters off balance throughout and racked up a boatload of strikeouts.
Yeah, he just looked like he was really in control out there. And, you know, sometimes you can tell a guy is going to dominate from the moment he sets foot on the rubber. They just exude confidence, and their body language kind of says, "You ain't touching me today." That's what I saw in him. And even though I was a hitter in my career, it was really fun to watch him make those other guys look silly. We'll see if he's still in top shape in this matchup here today.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Washington Nationals. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Elmer Colon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Elmer Colon.
Yep. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been driving in runs nearly every chance he gets lately. Recorded more than 10 RBIs in his last 10 ball games.
Ronnie Gant will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Here comes the first pitch. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Ball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Keller's a guy that will mostly call a great game. Although sometimes he gets some odd looks from pitchers, especially when they feel like they've spotted a great pitch.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Hey, come on now, fellas.
And he looks at a curveball that falls in 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Ready to deliver the 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Mata has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this.
Here we go.
Stuart Yeager will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Hey, we got no one here.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Hey, come on, guys.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game.
Yep.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Tomas Garcia gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
And a ball, 1-0.
1 ball.
Bottom
No
of the
strike.
second here with no score.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Batting 7.
Anthony goes. We'll dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
2 outs. Let's get out of here. Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Swinging a hard liner to short, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Cut hold. Cut hold. No run.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt here. Goes to third with it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Hey, we got 2 down, fellas.
That evens it up, 1-1. Bounce to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. That's a look there at the Washington Monument, not far from Nationals Park, on a great day for baseball in D.C.
Hey, I need you right here.
The
One
pitcher,
time.
Darren James, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Trying to move the runner into scoring position here, but this is a foul ball. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again.
Hey, get your pitch right now.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Hey, have a good rip up.
Got
there,
him.
Huh?
Oh, and that's a sweet.
Steven Strasburg digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Leading off for the Nationals, pitcher Steven Strasburg.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Elmer Colon. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, got one.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Ronnie Gant stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And he'll get back in safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Anthony Rendon is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, nobody away.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Stuart Yeager. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Got one down now. One down.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Show Track. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is
Two
in.
down, two down.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Ball.
That misses 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Darren James stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning.
Let's go now. One time.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Tomas Garcia comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Back to him, and that's off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now to the plate, Anthony goes. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we got no one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1.
Here we go.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. 1-2.
Playing 12. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Stepping in now, Trey Turner, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Let's turn now. Come on, let's go.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Steven Strasburg is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out with the man at first.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger.
No
2
balls.
strikes.
2 strikes.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Washington. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Elmer Colon gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as you see on the graphic there, that total's good for 3rd place on the Nationals ball club.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Ronnie
No
Gant
balls.
is
1
in for the
strike.
3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
The 0-1 pitch. Slow curveball. 75 on the radar. It's 0-2. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. On the ground up the middle to second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Anthony Rendon will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball heading for the alley. Mata on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Cut it, 2-2.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Stuart Yeager will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Jason Castro steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short.
Mine.
Russell able to tuck this one in for out number one.
First baseman, number
Tomas Garcia will step in now. He's singled twice to this point. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Jump ahead of him right here, huh?
Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play.
Man, has this infield defense been tight today? And, you know, that's usually the case in a shutout like this. But, boy, here's another great play to take away a hit. And that's not the first time in this game either.
Into the box now, Anthony goes. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Hard hit ball to second. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. Nationals gone in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Darren James stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Strasburg steps into the windup. First pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Backhanded. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's it. Trey Turner will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Hey, no outs. No outs now.
The 0-1 on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Up with it, Bryant. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Rolando Reyna will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Ball.
Mata will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Elmer Colon digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Elmer Colon.
He's going.
He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, one away.
Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Ronnie Gant will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
They put him away.
Now a line drive, and that may be enough to break our tie. That's down for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit after a good 7 2/3, but he'll also be on the hook for the L unless things get turned around here. Adam Warren will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Adam Warren.
And guys, the Nationals were given an excellent start here by the gentleman you see in action there. Steven Strasburg, picture perfect there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but